So, my target for today is the Paradise Riflebird. Am I going to find it? I really hope so. That would be a lifer.
Come birding with me at a few spots around Mount Glorious today. I spend a ridiculous amount of time looking for a Paradise Riflebird.
I'm an addict.
Stick with me though, because this one is worth the wait.
I am going to try to find the Paradise Riflebird, which I didn't spot last time I was there, and I was very disappointed, so let's see how we go. Well, here we are.
My first spot is the Mount Glorious Community Hall.
I've arrived at about 6:30, so pretty early given that it is June. And I can see birds flying around and I can hear birds. This is my first time using my new DJI. I'm very excited. Got it for my birthday as an early birthday present for my YouTube videos. So hopefully you notice an improvement.
Unfortunately, you will occasionally hear a bit of noise from the motorbikes in the background of this video today. It's hard to avoid on the weekend at Mount Glorious.
Oh, hello. What are you? Catbirds.
This spot where I'm standing now looking at the catbirds is right behind the community hall.
There's a few of them.
In the last few times I've been up to Mount Glorious, I've come here first thing in the morning and had great success finding birds. Catbirds, Wompoo Fruit-Doves, Satin Bowerbirds and Regent Bowerbirds. The catbirds in particular have been very active in this spot and I've been able to get a really good view of them, which has been awesome because they can be harder to spot when they're in a more rainforesty setting.
All the birds really like that tree there that doesn't have very many leaves, and the same over there as well. Oh my god, it's so cold. My fingers are freezing. Right, let's see what else we can find.
There were some Australian figbirds and Australian king parrots in this tree.
I'm looking at a satin bowerbird and I think that I might be looking at his bower or near his bower anyway, because he keeps going back there and I think he might be collecting things and going back. Very cool. Can you hear that? I think that's the bowerbird. So vocal. And I just spotted the lady he's trying to impress.
The Satin Bowerbirds were lots of fun to watch today. There was a big group of them around the community hall. In this shot, we actually have 4 females, I think, hanging around the area where the male was coming in and out. It's possible also that these are immature males, but I can't see any markings to distinguish them from females. No indication of black plumage coming through. I watched them all for quite a while, flying around to different areas of the community hall and feeding in different trees.
I've just found some beautiful Wompoo Fruit-Doves. Don't leave. Oh, stunning.
I spent the first half hour or so of my bird walk at the top of the community hall. No sign of the riflebird yet.
Now I'm going to head down the bottom where the walk is behind the community hall.
I'd heard that the resident riflebird here had a perch that had been damaged in some recent storms, so I wasn't sure where to find it, although I did receive a good tip from an Instagram friend. They're a bit plainer than some of the other birds I've seen so far, but I was really happy to get a clear view of these white-browed scrub wrens. They often stay fairly hidden in scrubs, so they can be tricky to spot.
Just spotted a few finches in here.
When I'm out on a bird walk, I often notice these red-browed finches first by their tiny tinkling calls, and it was the same today. I might not have noticed them at all if I hadn't heard them because they were well hidden in here. There were also some eastern yellow robins hanging around the same area.
I've just heard the riflebird, so I'm hoping that it's in here somewhere, but I haven't been able to see it yet. There's lots of other gorgeous birds though. Pretty sure I just heard it.
Now, unfortunately, my new audio setup failed me here, but what I was trying to say was that I had just seen a blackbird in the area where I thought I'd heard the riflebird calling. I wasn't sure if it was the Satin Bowerbirds I'd been seeing all morning, or maybe the male riflebird.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bowerbird. Still beautiful. This is such a stunning area. It's so annoying to have heard it, so I know it's here, but I just cannot see it. Every time I hear something in the trees, I think, oh, maybe that's it, but it's mostly been an Australian brush turkey so far.
There were also lots of whitbirds scratching away on the ground. And this russet-tailed thrush. and I found about 5 kookaburras on the way back to my car. How gorgeous are these two sitting here like this? At this point, I had been here for a few hours and I was pretty sure it just wasn't going to happen. I was disappointed, but I had seen lots of beautiful birds anyway, and I'd driven all the way up here, so I wanted to still enjoy my morning, even if I didn't find my target bird. I decided to cut my losses and do the Maiala loop walk, which is such a lovely walk.
There's a really lovely picnic area here. There's usually a few birds in this picnic area. Today there were a few Wompoo Fruit-Doves in this big fig tree. And some whipbirds around, as you can hear. And now onto the proper Maiala walk. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to see the birds in here because it's a rainforest and rainforests are dark and dense, but you know what? It's such a nice walk. Let's just see how we go. We're going to do the Rainforest circuit. I'm almost to the halfway point and I've hardly seen any birds, a couple. So I'm hoping to see some more once I get to the halfway point of the track. Sometimes there's some hanging around there, or even the start of the Greens Falls track, maybe. We'll see. Regardless of the lack of birds, it has been a stunning walk. There's nothing like walking through the rainforest, all the trees. It's so beautiful. So now we're at about the halfway point, the middle of the circuit, where you can go and do the Cypress Grove track or the Greens Falls track. Sometimes there are birds around this road that intersects the tracks. Nothing here today though that I could see. I'm going to see what I can find at the start of the Greens Falls track and then turn back. Birding's all about patience, right? And today, I feel like my patience is being very tested. No Paradise Riflebird, no birds here. Frustrating. The only bird I saw at the start of the Greens Falls track was this gorgeous laughing kookaburra. Alright. Back on the Rainforest circuit. We're going that way. This This is what I mean about rainforests. I can hear the birds everywhere. I just cannot see a single one. Such beautiful light in the rainforest. I love it.
On the second half of the track, I did spot a few large-billed scrub wrens. And this gorgeous yellow-throated scrub wren.
Back at the car park. I think it is time for a coffee and some food. Luckily there is a great cafe up here. Definitely didn't see as many birds as I was hoping to, but it was such a lovely walk. Pretty busy, lots of families. Highly recommend it for a lovely Sunday morning walk. Okay, it's midday. I've just popped back to the community centre. I'm an addict. I'm gonna see if I can see the riflebird one more time. All of the Satin Bowerbirds are here now. I think there's a couple of males and I've seen at least one female.
But no riflebird. So, feeling pretty dejected, I kept walking through the back of the community hall to the cafe.
I love sitting out here.
At this point, I was pretty ready to call it a day and to go home. Little did I know, the riflebird had other ideas.
Right, I've got my coffee, a hot one today, a mocha, unusual for me, but it has been very chilly this morning, so much appreciated. Not as many birds today as I was hoping for, but still a beautiful morning. And how can you complain when you've got a Wompoo Fruit-Dove, a Satin Bowerbird, a green catbird, all in the same place? It's beautiful. So, I had a great time. I hope you did too. See you next time.
Now, usually this would be the end of the video, but the best is yet to come.
You won't believe this. I think I'm actually about to cry. I've got my coffee and my cheesecake. I was just walking back through the community centre on my way back from the cafe, and I found the riflebird and I got some beautiful footage. It was incredible. It was so beautiful. What a beautiful bird. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Yep, there we go, I'm crying. Amazing, so good. I found it. I just spotted it on the path here, just up in the tree. And it just flew over the path. I've got a whole bunch of bowerbirds around here as well. So that's the bowerbirds that are above me. That's a Lewis honey eater, obviously.
What I thought was the bowerbirds was actually a female satin bowerbird and the male Paradise Riflebird. It's so hard to tell what you're looking at when you're looking up into the canopy and the light's in your eyes.
I really thought that I had no hope. Well, I really thought that I was going to find it, and then when I didn't, the third time I came here, I thought, there's no way. And then it was just right there. I found it. Lifer. A wonderful, amazing lifer. I cannot believe it. That was so good. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's beautiful. And now, I'm gonna go home, actually. Now I feel like I can really say I had a great time. I hope you did too. See you next time.